I'll still view my screen here.
Yes.
All right. All right. If you could mute yourself while we're doing it, just until you have a question, just so it's easier on everyone else. All right. First thing is, welcome everyone. My name is Anthony Bryant. We're going over the compensation plan. We're going to talk about all three income streams. The structure is a hybrid compensation plan. And I'll start off, we have a 2 by 20 matrix. And you can pretty much say we have a mirror 2 by 20 matrix also. So basically in itself, two by 20 matrices. Um, and let me close this out here. And on the right side, can you all see the different levels from 1 through 20?
Yes, we can.
Okay. And the first level, of course, is two people that you bring in, and those two people bring two people, and so forth. And these are the different levels of how many people it will take for each level. All right. You have yourself as the sponsor, and then you have your two enrollees that you join in. Of course, it takes one to be qualified as an ambassador. Two is puts you in the perfect position to capitalize on the full compensation plan. And one thing that I don't think we stress enough is if you only have one person that's only getting paid on one side of the plan. So if you have two people, that gives you an opportunity to get paid on the full amount of the compensation plan. Any questions on that part so far? All right.
No.
All right. I'm
No.
gonna go ahead and keep going. All right. And as you can see, it starts to grow. The two people you brought in, once they bring in their two people or so forth, that's your next level. And that can be built 20 levels deep. Now, the shopping store profit payout plan, and I know that's a big question for a lot of people, which this is the level plan. Can you please mute yourself just so make sure there's no background noise? Um, the sponsor lineage starts with you as well, but now this compensation plan for the unit level, um, there is no width. So you can have as many people as possible on your first line that you personally enroll. So once you get your first person, then your second person, third person, fourth person, fifth person, then of course that's your personal sponsor here, which is your second person, and that's built out the same way, third, fourth, and fifth leg, so forth. You can go out as many legs as you want on the unilevel plan. And then once they build down, they can go down to infinity as well. Any questions on that aspect of how the unilevel is built out?
Okay. You just said down to infinity, or did you mean to levels 20?
It can when I say infinity, I probably should say 20, but of course there could be more people in the program than that, but you only get paid to the 20th level.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No, no, no problem at all.
And I guess what I'm trying to grasp is, we can go across, okay, as
Yes.
many as many people as we. I mean, is there a place where we stop? Okay.
On the unit level, no. You and let's say it this way: on the 2 by 20 and the unit level, you can have as many personal sponsors as you want. But of course, the way we've been building our team, based off of how Gary and Bob has talked to us, is we want to help everyone get there too,
Right.
because If I personally sponsor 60 people or 100 people and put them all in my name, then that means everyone basically under me, they don't have their opportunity to get the full compensation right away. In other words,
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to grasp is when does level two start in the unit level?
um,
And how many people can you have on the first level before it goes to the second level?
okay, so it's done this way. If you personally sponsor the person, then it's here in blue. That's the difference. If you personally use your link for that person, it can go out. It's all the way out to the 20th level as well.
Okay. So it works the same as the 2 by 20 matrix as far as the levels go. And
Yes,
okay.
that is that is correct. And they go and it goes down. And I'll say this way: each person that sponsors that you sponsor, of course they have their sponsors as well. Or enrollees as well. Let me say that. Um,
Okay.
all right. Can everyone see me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
So again, if you have a question about this, because I want to make sure that everyone understands, there is no limit to the amount of people that you can personally sponsor. If this number is 100, that's your choice. If this number is two, that's your choice. If it's one, it's your choice. Each one of the people that you personally sponsor, of course, they will have the people that fall under them as well. And of course, this pay plan is immediate pay plan as well. So we're going to go on to the next slide unless I have any other questions there.
Thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. There's three ways to join the community. The first one is as a member. It costs $29 a month to become a member. With the $29, you get a $25 advance cashback credit. It's called ACC, is what they call it for short. You participate in the shopping store and you can profit up to 10 levels deep. And just so you know, income and earnings potential. The reason why they put the 2,046 shoppers, that's the total amount of people that you can have in 10 levels. So you can get paid off of the activity of over 2,046 people. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Then you have the VIP member. You pay 129. Then you see the plus 29 here. The VIP is someone who hasn't sponsored anyone. So the following month, you would pay $29, the same as a member, until you personally have someone you sponsor. You also receive the $25 ACC, which is the advanced cashback. You can participate in the shopping store profits up to 12 levels deep. And that's a total of 8,190 shoppers. And that's immediate compensation plan as well. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. Let me go back here. All right. You have the ambassador, which the ambassador is $129 a month. Most of the people who have joined and paid so far, they're going to be ambassadors if they have one or two personally enrolled people. And and for this, you get $25 in advance shopping credit. You participate in up to 20 levels, and that's over 2 million shoppers. So the income permit potential is a great potential based off of that, and it's immediate payout compensation plan. All right. Now we're going to talk about the cash back from future shopping. All members are shoppers. Before we move forward, did anyone have a question about the ways you can join the program? All right. Because I can't see any questions right now. So if you have something to say or you have a question, please say it out loud. And you're not bothering me for jumping in. All right. The first one we're going to talk about is the member. You have the $29 a month. You have the $9 for the back office. And you have $20 goes immediately into the shopping profits payout plan, the 2x20 matrix. $25 in advance cashback credit. The ACC replaces your shopping obligation because it represents shopping already. So you don't have to have what they say the one purchase is not necessarily because this is already set up as if you're making a purchase already with the advanced cashback. You can redeem your ACC once you begin shopping in the store. So this is an example of how you would use the ACC for advanced cashback credit. You purchase a $50 product and with the $10 cashback. So each product will have what they call the cashback, the amount of cashback that you can use. So you can apply your ACC. You have $25 credit, but you use $10 on this product here. So you have $15 left, and the rest of the product costs $40 to purchase the rest of that product. When you apply the ACC, no cashback goes into the matrix because it's already been added to the compensation plan. Before we move forward, does anyone have any questions on this part of it?
Well, this was just an example
Yes.
because I know like Gary and them, they had said, no matter how much the product costs. So I guess that still applies.
That still applies, but now you don't have that obligation anymore. Being that you received the $25 advance cashback credit, that's your obligation fulfilled, in other words. So any price product that you purchase is what you want, whether it's $1 product or $20,000 product. That's your choice. So there's no obligation on the amount that you purchase or whatever you do with your advanced cash credit.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cash back from future shopping. You still have everything that we just went over here. Now we're going to break down how it goes into the matrix. All cashbacks goes into the compensation plan. So the $20 that you see here is split up two ways. 50%, which is $10, will go into 20 levels of the matrix. So that's basically 50 cents per person or per level. I'll say that, I'm sorry, per level. Then the other half, which is $10, is broken down into 50% goes to the level 1, 20% to level 2, 10% to level 3, 4, and 5. Excuse me. That part hasn't changed. So just keep in mind, you have the $20 for just the regular customer. Then you have the $20 from the VIP customer set up the same way. The ambassador is set up the same way for the first level. But you do know on your ambassador, you have your level, which is $330. So that $30 is split up the same way. $15 over here and $15 over there. And then, of course, on your fourth level, the upgrade is $440. So $20 is split here and $20 is split here. And then on the fifth level, it's $550. And the $50 is split $25 here and $25 here as well. Before we move to the next slide, does anyone have any questions on that aspect? All right.
So both sides, it's cash. It's not ACC, right?
Right. It's gonna that's gonna be cash there.
Okay. Because at one time I thought it was one side was ACC, the other was cash. But
Hold on. I want to make sure I said it right there. Hold on.
oh no, you're probably right. I was just asking.
No, it's cash back, which each dollar represents $1. So it's cash either way you look at it.
Okay.
It'll be as ACC, which is the $25 they said represents $1 of cash for each one. So yes, you are correct.
So the left side is that goes down 20. That's actually ACC credit, correct?
Yes,
And the right side is actually cash.
correct.
Right.
All right. Member, we're going to talk about the member again here. Of course, we know it's $9 for the back office, $20 goes in the compensation plan, $25 received for ACC. Income potential. And I love the way they did it here. You can get paid off of 10 levels deep as a customer. Now, just think about this. We talk about different online shopping malls like the Zon.com, Amazon.com. You got Walmart, you got Temu, you got AliExpress. None of those shopping platforms are paying customers anything. So as a customer, you can earn from 10 levels. So that money or cash back can grow pretty quick. And then that allows them to be able to upgrade to the level 6 if they choose to once they receive enough money.
That's amazing, right there in itself.
Yes, it is.
Powerful.
Yes. All right. So now we're going to talk about the VIP member. It costs $129, and then the following months is $29 a month after that, and that's only if you haven't sponsored one or more person or people. I'm sorry. $9 for the back office, $20 goes immediately into the compensation plan. And here's something that they changed: up to $100 in credit for online courses monthly. So they're giving you more value as a VIP member. So I thought that was pretty strong as I saw that. You receive $25 advance cashback credit still. The income potential. And this is where I don't think we take this into consideration as much, because even as a VIP member, you have 12 levels that you can get paid on. That's 8,190 shoppers. So that money is still, can still grow pretty quick, just depending on what's going on and how many people are shopping. And I can tell you this, there's plenty of people who are waiting to get their hands on the shopping mall, especially with some of the hints that they've seen or pictures and items that they've seen. So they're ready to get shopping. And this is immediate income earning potential. All right. VIP member, no personal sponsor. This is a little diagram that shows you exactly how it works. You have the VIP member here, immediate payout plan. And then that person can have spillover from ambassadors that are getting people to enrolled into the program. So here's a new VIP here. Let's call her Kathy. And then we have John here as an ambassador. And remember, the person here, which is you at this point, is a VIP. So the VIP member receives $50 in Des Alps points for each person sponsored by an ambassador. So here on both scenarios, they would receive $50 in, I guess you'll call it ACC or Des Alps points. All right. These points are applicable on purchases done in the online store or pay your 29, or you can use it to even pay the $29 a month. That's pretty strong. The ambassador receives the other $50 in cash who sponsored the person. You have 30 days to sponsor one person and be paid in cash as an ambassador. Before we move on, does anyone have any questions on the VIP section here?
Yeah, the last one with the 30 days.
Yes.
If they don't sponsor a person, you know, say it's after 30 days, that probably goes into a bank. I mean, it's not like they kick them out or anything like that, but
Right.
their money probably just goes into a bank, I was supposed,
Yes.
till they
And what was told to us is the money stays in the into the bank, and you have, of course, you have another 30 days to try to get a sponsor.
right.
But I can tell you this, even the sponsor, I don't know for sure if it's gonna be on the calendar month, but I think it's based off of when the person actually pays to join. But yes, whatever money will be banked until you return into an ambassador. I'm sorry, I
Right.
want to get that right.
Cool. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. And please ask any questions that you have. No question is a crazy question. I want to be able to help as much as I can.
Okay, I have a quick question. Well, this is maybe, I'm not sure if you'll have the answer to this, but this is
Hmm.
one that I wanted to follow up also with Donnie.
Yes,
Someone on my team asked a really good question because we do know that the company is going to give them, well, Donnie told me the company is going to give them 30 days, let's say if they're a VIP customer, to basically, get one or two people to become an ambassador. But let's say they receive no spillover, which I don't teach spillover, but let's say in this case, Donnie used, the scenarios, they don't receive any spillover or they don't make any money. They
right.
can within 30 days request a refund. So someone on my team asked yesterday, one of my leaders asked a very good question. They said, well, who will be held responsible if they were to receive a refund? Is it the person that sponsored them, or is it coming out of the company? If the is the company paying for that, like taking that hit? But I know the funds are within the community, so that I was like, that's very thought provoking. I did not consider that. So
I can answer that.
perfect. Okay, thank you.
It will be the company. And even when you read the terms of service, it says the company, because you have to keep this in mind. The company is set up to understand that they're making this to where no one is going to want to leave this opportunity. So there are what's the right word, funds for different things that they have to take care of in the company. But now here's where it gets even better. If someone wants to get out of the program, they could possibly allow one of the members to place someone else in that position and pay for that spot, and therefore, it's a wash of money. In other words.
That's a great way to do it too. We can always find, let's say, I don't even talk about the whole, I don't focus on that part because, we're doing it as a team. So,
That's
and
correct.
like I told them, that the company is making it impossible for you to quit. They're positioning us to win. They're finding ways to reward us and put money in our hands. So, that's a good idea. I prefer that way where the company doesn't have to take a hit in any way, but we can just replace them with someone. Someone can just take that space and just they do the exchange and that's it. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. And I'll say it this way. Um, One thing that you don't want to get into is promising anything of how many people will join. But I can tell you this: uh, it's not the easiest compensation plan to understand because you have three different ways, but it's a very good compensation plan. So it's gonna be hard once things really get going for people not to have spillover. But of course, you're doing it right because that could come up. You never know. But I appreciate that. That was a good question. All right. Does anyone else have any questions before we move on? All right. So now we're going to talk about the ambassador. An ambassador has sponsored one or more participants. And again, I want to make sure that I stress this because in my opinion, it hasn't been talked about enough. Remember, you have two personal sponsors. If you only have one personal sponsor, you're only getting paid for one part of your lineage. I'll say that. So keep that in mind. That's why it's important to help your teammates as much as possible. Get the two people, especially in the top spot, if you can, because that creates that opportunity for them to get the maximum payout. All right. Cost we know is 129. The additional months following this month, your first month should be paid out of the commission, so you should never have to pay out of pocket again. And that's what I think the beauty of getting two people in. It makes it easy for that to happen. $9 goes towards your back office. $20 goes immediately into the compensation plan. $25 goes towards the ACC. Now, you have the opportunity to be paid off of 2 million shoppers. That's very strong. Now, we all know I think they say Amazon has over 200 million plus shoppers. And those people, and myself included, because we have Amazon, we don't get paid anything for shopping on Amazon. So whether we think our platform will be as big as Amazon or any other shopping platform, when the word gets out that people are making real money by buying products in our shopping mall, there's no limit to what could possibly happen with this online shopping mall. So just keep that into consideration. And Gary's and Donnie says it pretty often, that the compensation could be even bigger from the shopping mall than the ambassador pay plan on the or the on the 2x20. So just keep that in mind. Before we move forward, does anyone have any questions on this section or any section that we went over? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward. You have the immediate income earning potential from steps 1 to 7. All right, now we're going to get into how the ambassador immediate compensation plan works. An ambassador has sponsored one or more participants. Cost 100 one-time payout. Income possibility for the first 2 people is $200. Income potential just for joining, you get paid up to 12 levels just for joining. And we went over the 2 by 20 matrix, and here's the first 12 levels here. Then you have step 2, and they're calling it step 2, which in our system that we're used to, we were calling it level 1, level 2. So this will be level 2 here, or step 2 is what they're calling it. It costs you $200 to upgrade to level or step 2 or level 2. Your income possibility is $600. That pays you off of 14 levels, up to 14 levels, which in that level is 16,384 people. Then you have level 3 or step 3, which costs $330. Income possibility is $1,400 once everybody upgrades. And I want to make sure that I stress that the way you get paid is once someone upgrades to their next level. That's how you get paid. Step 4 costs $440. Income possibility is $3,000. Income potential, you get paid off of 18 levels, which is 262,144 people. Step 5, level 5 is $6,200. Income potential is paid off for 20 levels, which is 1,048,576 people. Now, here's an example of how the ambassador pay plan compensation plan works. Step 1, you join for the step 1. Now you're being upgraded to the $200 level once you get the 200 from enrolling 2 people. You get an opportunity to make the full $600 once the additional people are added into the system. It says 2 people, level 1, pays $200. 6 people pay up to level 2, $600. Then you have level 3, step 3, which is the $330, and you have the opportunity to make $1,400, which is 14 people pay up to level 3. Step 4, level 4, it costs $440. Income possibility is $3,000. 30 people pay up to level 4. Step 5, $550, which is $6,200. That means 62 people have to pay up to level 5. That means all 62 people will have to upgrade to level 5 in order for you to be paid out the full $6,200 here in level 5.
Is it
Okay.
Go ahead.
so do they have to pay up to level 5 or level 4?
Level 5, because
No, the reason I ask that, I'm not arguing with you. The reason I ask that is when you sponsor 2 people, they're still on their first level, but you got paid on your second level. And then you pay your $200. Those 2 people that you put on, they get 2 more people. So they pay their $200 each, and everybody else pays their $100, and then you get paid again. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only part that I've been confused with after you and I talked the other day, was if you have 62 people on level 5, I mean,
that means once all 62 of those people pay their $550 is when you make your $6,200.
so now you're actually on level 6, not level 5, if that happened.
That's correct. That is correct.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so I guess what was throwing me off in the new compensation plan, because my brain is still, I apologize, it's still wired to the first compensation plan.
Yes, ma'am.
It says 2 people on level 1, then it was 4 people on level 2, 8 people on level 3, 16 on level 4, and 32 on levels 5. So I
Yes.
think now seeing the 2, then 6, 14, 30, 62, did the formula change?
No, no, the
Or
formula, I'll say this, that the explanation change. I'll say that because the way that you that they explained it, you remember where he had us write one,
1,
two,
2, 3,
three,
4,
four,
5,
five.
2, 4,
Yeah,
8, 16. That's where I'm still stuck at,
And it was
because
right.
two
those
people getting
numbers
two
made
getting two.
sense. I'm sorry?
Yeah, no, I agree with you because it was 2 people getting 2 people getting 2 people getting 2 people,
Correct.
and everything multiplied by 2.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Where this is not multiplying by 2 because it says level 2, you have 6 people, which is your first 2, and that's 6. I think maybe that's where we're getting confused.
Can I say
Right.
something real quick?
Okay, I think I understand what they're doing. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
please.
I'll explain it. Go ahead, Miss Kimberly.
Okay. What it is basically whoever is on your level 1 and only your level 1, they're going to pay you 5 times because they're going to pay
Right.
you when they go to ambassador 1,
Correct.
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
So whoever is on your level 2, they're only going to pay you 4 times because they're not going to pay you when they go to level 1 because they're going to pay whoever's above them. So whoever's on your level 2 is going to pay you only when they go to ambassador 2 or ambassador 3, 4, or 5. Because when they go to ambassador 1, they're only going to pay the person that is above you, but they're still 1 below you. So you're not getting part of that first payment that they make. So like I said, so the people on your first level, they're going to pay you all of 5 times, because every time they move up. But
Correct.
the people on your
Yeah,
second
yeah.
level are only going to pay you 4 times, because they're only going to pay you the second time they upgrade, third, fourth, and fifth. So then when you get down to the third level, they're only going to pay you 3 times, because they're only going to pay you when they go to ambassador 3, ambassador 4, and ambassador 5. So they're not going to pay you when they go to ambassador 1 or 2, because that's going to go to their first up level and then their second up level, but that's still below you. So you're not going to get paid when they pay their ambassador 1 and ambassador 2. You're only going to get paid when they pay your ambassador 3, 4, and 5. And then as you go down to the next level, the ambassador 4, they're only going to pay you when they go, I mean, not ambassador 4. When you look down to your 4th level, they're only going to pay you when they go to ambassador 4 and ambassador 5. So
Correct.
you're
Yeah.
not going to get paid when they go to ambassador 1, ambassador 2, ambassador 3.
That's correct.
Okay.
That is
Okay. I
correct.
guess no, that part is, thank you, Miss Kimberly. Thank you very much for that breakdown.
You're welcome.
And that part is pretty clear. I guess my brain is still stuck on the numbers, because again we saw a different formula of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, level 1, 2, level 4, you know what I'm saying, level 2, 4, level 3, 8, level 4, 16, and level 5, 32. I think that's where my brain, so I'm wondering if, okay, 4 people are going to pay us on level 2, so is it a cumulative where it's now saying 6 opposed to 4, because we got the first 2 and then there's going to be 4 on level 2? That means that makes 6. So are we doing cumulatives for this comp plan here, that is this hybrid that's showing? I guess that's what's really throwing me off from
Yeah,
the
the
old comp
6
plan to this one.
is the 2 people from your level 1 and the 4 people from your level 2.
Okay,
So
so it's
that's
like
where
a
they're saying
cumulative
6
average.
people. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I was trying to figure
And
out. Okay,
and
I'll just keep going over it and it'll click. Thank you
And
so much.
I said the best way to explain it. All it is two ways of explaining now, and I want to make sure this is clear. The just saying we had to have 62 people originally wasn't correct. So I'm not going to sugarcoat that aspect of it. But the where you have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5, and then how many times each level pays you, that's the same. That part hasn't changed. This is just a different way of explaining it, because you have to understand what we were thinking is just when the people come on and pay, that's how we're paid. But that's not the case. Each person has to upgrade at whatever level you're on in order for you to be paid. So, in other words, 2 people will have to upgrade to the 200. Then 6 people have to upgrade uh to the level, the level 2. 14 people have to upgrade to level 3. 30 people would have to upgrade to level 4. Then 62 people would have to upgrade to level 5 in order for you to receive the full potential payout. And I think that's the best way of explaining it. Because if you try to explain it the other way, the person would not receive the full amount unless you're doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breaking it down by how many times that each person pays. By Because at first we were just saying as long as you had the 62 people, you would be paid. That wasn't correct.
Right. We all, well, me and my team, and that's
Mm,
when I was hosting my Zooms. That's what I was explaining to them. So
mm,
today, usually I have my Zooms at 3, but I said, no, I'm waiting for another updated, presentation that's being worked on. I was informed by admin to ensure that the information and those errors are, kind of addressed in the new updated ones.
mm.
So I just opted to not do a call today because I didn't want to disseminate the incorrect information. And I didn't 100% comprehend this part right here that you're showing on the
Mm.
compensation plan.
Yes.
So thank you all so much for breaking that down a little bit more. I yield.
No problem at all. And
Anthony,
go ahead. Who's speaking?
I have a question for you. Number
Uh,
one, you're doing a great presentation, but
oh, thank you.
my question is the first level did your 2 people that you personally sponsored.
Yes, sir.
The second level, the 4 level, now that has to be in generations, not in spillover. Am I correct?
It's okay, and I'll say it this way. Yes, you're partially right, and I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. When I have my 2 people in that I personally sponsored, the rest of the generational levels, I'll say I agree with you. It doesn't matter how those people come into the compensation plan as either ambassadors or VIP, because whether I'm gonna use this for an example. Just say for whatever reason, if I decided to sponsor someone else, or I or it was spillover, or whatever the case may be, those people will pay me because they're in my matrix, if that makes sense. So
So it's not your first 2 and then they get their first 2 before you get paid. It's spillover will pay you also.
yes, because
Okay.
you
Well,
and
I
I'm
was a little confused on that. I was listening to uh, uh, Donnie's presentation, and I understood it to be they had to be in your generations, not in just the spillover part.
yes, and that's if y'all remember on that call, I know some people left early, but that's why I asked that question that I did on that presentation, just so we can understand that. and I'm gonna try to explain it this way here. The important factor in this whole situation is making sure that you get your two. And I'm gonna tell you why. Once you get your two, that locks in your opportunity to capitalize on the full compensation plan because you have your two. Now, how the rest of the people get there, just now this is just for you only. How the rest of the people get in that 62 position doesn't matter. Whether the people who below you get there too, of course you want them to get there too, and them get there too, and them get there too. But however they get there, that part doesn't matter because it just now I'm gonna just use this as an example. If the person on your third level was put there from spillover, they still have to pay their upgrades when they go up to their upgrade. So that's still going to feed back to you eventually. So if they're on your third level, when they upgrade to their third level, that's going to pay the person above them and the person above them. So you'll still get paid the correct amount of money that you're supposed to get paid each time. I hope that explains it.
Yeah, Tank.
Yes.
I have a person on here.
Hold on 1 second, Lenny. Did that answer your question, Randy?
Yes, it did, Anthony, and I appreciate you explaining because I was under the impression that it was generations, and this makes a big difference.
Yes,
People are
sir.
going to make a lot more money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I
You're
appreciate you.
welcome. You're welcome. Sorry about that, Lenny. Go ahead.
Now I got a person on here. Hey Ray, did you have a question? I think he just came on not long ago. Ray
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you're saying these steps, in every step, does the money come from the profits?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then if 62 people pay one time, what happens the next month?
It's the same process because just think about it. You've already built a team of people already. So when the process starts again the following month, I pay in my 129. Then the two people who were originally under me, they come in and do their spot. It'll be even quicker the following month because you've already built the team of people already.
Right, but I guess what I'm asking is once everybody pays their 129, right? So you got the full boot.
Yes, sir.
The next month, if they're not going in their pocket, where does the money come from?
It it comes from the profit that they made the first month. Just think about it. Just think about it. The first month, if you have a full complete level, I'm gonna give you two examples. I'm gonna show you a partial feeling, and I'm gonna show you a full level. We're gonna talk about the full level now. If I have all 62 of my people who have upgraded to this fifth level, that means I've made $11,400 before expenses. So once you take out the expenses, that's $9,751. So when it's time for the next month, I want to make sure I have enough money to pay my 129 or whatever upgrades I need to go to the 6 through 10 or whatever levels I want to go to. So I make sure I leave enough profit in my account to pay that 129 the following month.
And that's the money that gets you paid again.
That is correct. Because the entire cycle happens again because the profit is made. Now, let's do this based off of a person only completing 3 levels. If a person completes 3 levels, that means they've made $1,400, $600, and $200, minus whatever expenses that they have to take out. So if the month ends and they only made it to level 3, that means they have to have enough in their account to pay that 129 the next month, which they should still have enough to do that as well. So that cycle still kicks in again, and they should have enough to repeat the cycle again.
Right. And so if they go, say if they go through a couple cycles that it ain't no more money there, then they just sit there. And how does that work? Because there's if they
But
took the
how?
money out and went on vacation.
Oh, now if they took the money out and went to vacation, they're gonna be, what's the right word? They're gonna be skipped, or it's gonna be compressed up because they they're gonna miss their opportunity. But I think the company said they keep the money in the bank. They give them 30 days to join back in, but they're gonna miss their payout at that moment.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, no, it helps tremendously. And then I guess one more question.
Go ahead.
I hear the word spillover, not quite understanding what that means. I kind of know what it means, but
Okay.
I guess people that's above, say me, if they get extra people, is that the spillover?
That
Or
is correct. You hit it on the head. Spillover has to come from people who are above you. And I'll say this. So just say at some point the system, or you have people who are still sponsoring multiple people, and they're not putting it under anyone else's name or anything, and they have to find a spot for that person to go. And I'm gonna tell you, I think the system is gonna move so quick. You're gonna have that, but yes, if someone above you has an extra person and they don't have a spot to put them, it fills in from left to right, all the way across the matrix.
right. And so as long as you got two, you can fall right into that. Got it. Okay.
That is correct, and that's why I say having the two is the most important part. However quick you can get two, and I don't want to make anyone feel alienated by this statement, because I know some people are going through hard times and they give you a no, but we have to understand that just because you get a no doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Talk to someone else, because there's someone else that will see the value in what this program brings. And the quicker you can get your two people, the better it is for you, because that allows you to be able to capitalize on the full compensation.
And do we have an estimated time on, I guess, the spillover and all the stuff we're talking about? I guess that happens when it launches, or does that
Yes.
happen? Can that happen now?
In some scenarios, it might be happening now. It all depends on how the people are building their team, because most of the people who I'm connected with, they're building their team two by two, two by two, two by two. But then you have some people who are not building their teams that way, and they sponsored already 50, 60, 70 people. So those people have to fill in somewhere in the matrix. So some people have received some spillover already.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate this, man. We need to have more of these.
Oh, no problem. No problem
Ray,
at all. I
Ray,
appreciate.
I told
Huh?
you he was off the chain.
Yeah, nah, he got this thing down packed. You clearing up a lot of questions.
I
Thank
appreciate having y'all here and taking it serious, man. I
you.
really appreciate that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions before we move on?
Anthony, I've got one last question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Sorry, I had the phone muted. I was
Yes, sir.
asking, can we get a copy of this PowerPoint?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, if you're I'm in Telegram mostly. I'm in Skype as well. So you'll just have to reach out to me on one of those platforms. And
Okay.
once you do, I'll be able to send it to you.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. Any other questions before we move on? And trust me, you're not bothering me by asking any question, because I want to try to help as many people understand everything is that we have.
I'd like to know if you can go back to the slide with the the steps, how it's marked out in red. Step one, step two, and it goes down to this one right here.
Okay.
So this is what we were just on.
Yes.
Talk about the ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it's less upgrading because we have more people, and it's going to be it's going to be a little less money.
Forgive me for the times that
The
I have
62
doubted
people, like we used to talk about the
you have
9751.
cared for me,
Mm-hmm.
even as I care for my own children.
Miss Carolyn, can you mute yourself for me, please? Go ahead, Lenny.
But yeah, this is the part that I just personally have to digest. The way they got this marked out with the steps. There is a distinct difference in in people, but then we still talk about the level 5.
Right. And I'll say it to you this way. Keep in mind, I think they say right now we have almost 21,000 people who have joined. So that's enough people all the way down to probably level 14 and almost level 15 if you get to 32, but definitely level 14. So what we have to understand is each level pays you up to a certain amount of people. And what you're going to see is we're already getting anywhere between 500 to 600 people who join each day. What do you think is going to happen once more people hear about the profit from the shopping mall, the profit all around from the compensation plan? It's I I hate, this is no guarantee. I'm not a financial advisor. All I'm doing is just giving you information that could possibly happen. What if we get to over 1 million people before the end of this year? And guess what? This is it's going to be crazy. All I can say is the more people hear about this opportunity and see everything come to fruition, it's going to be unstoppable. So,
This
um,
is this is what I envision. Okay, I envision. I know my wife. She's on here, but there's a lot of and I just want to use women as an example. There's a lot of women that want to get a hold of this mall.
yes,
Well, men, I want to say it too, but
yes,
picture somebody coming in as a customer. They want the mall. They want to shop easy. They realize they can get cash back rewards. Everything's good, and then they realize, well, we say, well, you can save that. You don't have to pay that $29 a month. You know what I mean? You can go right to Ambassador, pay the 129 or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and have the whole gamut.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if y'all paid attention to it. They're gonna also have I think the option eventually, if I'm not mistaken, of $100. And what that means is the person who's paid $29, they will just pay $100 for the full 129 in order to become a VIP or ambassador.
Yeah, that'd be off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yeah.
Could you explain, or can someone explain the difference between VIP and ambassador, and what does that entail?
The only difference between a VIP and ambassador is an ambassador has sponsored or enrolled one or more people.
Right.
That's the only difference as far as what makes you a VIP and what makes you an ambassador.
So a VIP has enrolled or sponsored how many people?
None.
None?
Yes. So in essence, I'll say it this way, anyone who joins when we go live comes in as a VIP.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
even better.
yeah, no matter what, they all come in as a VIP until you sponsor one or more people. So
Got
once you get your first person, now you're an ambassador.
So that gives them more incentive to do something
Yes.
rather than now.
Hmm.
You know, that's even better. That's great.
Yep. So again, and the ones who are building their team two by two, still important for you to put that message out there if that's the way you're building it. And I agree with what Gary and Bob says, and me and Rick talked about it quite a few times. That the only time that we will possibly use our link again is once we clear the fifth level. Then we will probably sponsor some more people, one or two more people, and complete the cycle again. But until then, we're going to help everyone, as many people as we can get there too, and so on. Does it?
Mr. Anthony, I have a quick question. So
Yes,
when you
ma'am.
say when you clear the fifth level, are you talking about once, because now, of course, now I'm going back to the old. The
Mm-hmm.
old, I was saying, well, once I get my 5 levels filled, which I got that done quite a couple months back. So my thing was, okay, after I get my 5 levels filled, which I already
Mm-hmm.
did, but I was just focused on building underneath me, helping as many families as possible. But now that I understand that it's all 62 have to also be on the same, at least upgraded to their fifth level until that residual income earning of net 9,751 is taking place. Does
Mm-hmm.
that mean we're waiting? It's better to wait until those 62 have cycled through their 5 levels, upgraded through to their 5 levels, or you're saying once you full, once your fifth level is full, then you will
Once
start again, like share
once
your link potentially again.
I was originally I was saying once I had my 62 people,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's probably better to wait till all 62 people have cycled, uh,
Correct.
because that only speeds up. Now, and I want to tell you all something just so you'll understand something about the 62 people. Keep in mind now, when you clear level 30, right? Or I'm sorry, level 4, I apologize. You've already accumulated enough to pay for level 5 already. So once you get someone on your fifth level, the money can be taken for level 5 already. So it's not like you're going to have to sit there and wait for each person to do it in order for to receive any of the money. Remember, the money is paid out immediately. So you're gonna have some people upgrading even when they're just now finishing up the fourth level. They already have, or they if they have anyone on the fifth level already, they can take the money for the fifth level at that point as well. I hope you understand that aspect of it also.
Yes.
Hello. This is Ken in Texas. Can we circle back to the difference between ambassador and VIP again?
Yes, sir.
So the VIP can only earn DESAP points, right? They can earn cash.
That is correct. They can earn DesAlps points, but no cash from the compensation plan like the ambassador.
Okay. And so in that scenario where you have a VIP who has spillover or whatever and hadn't sponsored anybody, they'll earn 50 points unless they sponsor someone within that 30 days. Then instead of the points, they'll get the cash, right?
That is correct. They will get
Okay.
the cash from from the people that they personally sponsor,
Okay.
not the spillover. The
It'll be
spillover
points from the.
they would just receive the points from that. So in essence, they're gonna have an opportunity to make even more.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope that answered.
It did. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
I have another question if I can add.
Oh, that's what we're here for.
So I did the 45, I did the 120, I did all that. I got about 8 people, something like that.
Yes, sir.
But when I did my transactions, when do you? Because in some parts of these conversations, the meetings I was on, they were saying you got to put it on automatic and so forth and so on. When does that happen?
Okay, great question. Right now, everything is on automatic at this moment. I think they're saying the levels 1 through 5 will be fully automatic, but then they're gonna change it to where on levels 1 through 5 you could change it to manual or automatic, and then there's gonna be a separate button for levels 6 through 10 that will be automatic or manual as well. So once we go live, that's what they said they would put into place.
So the system generated in my finance part, they generated, they took the money I paid and then they generated some money back in because the people underneath of me, they upgraded or whatever. So that money is just sitting in the back office. It's not in my account, right?
Right. It's in the money that's the upgrades have happened because it's manual. I mean automatic. I'm sorry, it's automatic. But if you look up to the top in blue, that's the amount of money that you have in your bank. Just say if there was a withdrawal button and you wanted to withdraw some money, that's the amount of money that you would be able to withdraw at this point.
But right now, if I looked at it tonight, I can't withdraw nothing because it's sitting in their account.
Right. Yes, sir. You can't withdraw it until they put the feature for you to withdraw. Yes, sir.
Okay, because I was looking all over that site for how to get my money.
Yes, sir.
Well, what's that figure to the right of that amount? There's two amounts up there.
Yes, that's the
PDA.
the apps points.
Those are the DesApps points.
Yes.
And they can only be used in the mall.
Yes.
Mr. Anthony? I
Yes,
don't know if
ma'am.
you can hear me clearly.
Yes.
Okay, so at the top right, I understand that that is what we can actually withdraw. Let's say if the withdraw button was there. So when you're looking, like if I'm looking in my finances tab and I see where it says commissions, I think, what is it? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. But it's the very last option. I believe it says like commission due or commission something or the other.
Commissions total.
Commissions total. Thank you, thank you. That you know what? At the beginning, I was thinking that's basically what we're after. I guess the upgrades are accounted for, or
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That is 100% correct. That's the total amount of commission that you've made. Now, if you take that amount, which is $713.60, like on mine, is $713.65.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the top in blue, I have 183.65. So that means the difference has been taken out for upgrade. So
that's what I thought. Okay,
yes.
okay. Because so basically, I guess I mean, I haven't even really I haven't tried to really decipher too much because I haven't had time. But at the bottom, it has, it's like 200 and something at the top right. But then the commissions balance part is saying, like 2,800 or something like that.
Yes. So basically, the first thing I would have to ask is what level ambassador are you?
Ambassador 6,
4
6,
or 6? So
yes.
so what that means is all of your upgrades have been paid out of that balance that you had total. Um, I can't say for sure if they took the $1,100 out yet, but The difference that you see is what's left after any of the upgrades.
Okay. So I wonder if it's almost like all the upgrades are coming out automatically before
Yes,
you
yes.
get profit.
Uh, yes, right now that is correct because you have to think about it. It's automatic now. So the only way that you can stop the machine right now is if there was a manual button to turn it off. So everything is coming out before you show your profit at this time.
Okay,
But
okay,
that's
okay.
but of course all that is gonna be reset and redid. So you won't have to worry about that. You will have the button. But for me, I'm just use me as an example. It doesn't matter for me because I want to pay everything, all of my upgrades up until the six
Oh,
through
same.
10.
Yeah, same. I've already accounted for those.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
the levels for what is it, 11 through
Now,
20?
11 through 20, I might put that on pause for a second.
That's what I was gonna say. I will pay the 11 through 20. I would probably pay that in month 2 or month 3.
Correct. Yeah.
Mm.
I have to let my team catch up first.
Yes,
I gotta help them get where I'm at
that's it.
before, so they not even close to getting there yet. So I don't want that snatching out the 2100 so
Yes,
soon. I need to have some kind of fruit right now in hand, So thank
right.
you for that. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome. And I hope that answered all the questions. Like I say, I wanted this to be. I don't. It doesn't have to be formal, but I want everyone to try to leave here learning something more than what they came in with.
You
And
did
I
a
hope
great job. You did a great job.
Great job. Yes,
I
you did.
appreciate that. And I hope
Absolutely.
we accomplish that. So I want to just check one other thing here. I want to make sure that we finished all the slides here. Okay, it's just giving you the totals here. And this is just explaining what you talked about earlier, Lenny, just showing you the different levels that we talked about on the unilevel plan
Right.
that can go out to infinity if I or
The
20.
bottom line is this, this may be, a little less money here, but I can see where it's going to be more here. You know what I mean? This is still a fantastic opportunity.
Hmm.
And with the mall, I mean, I really see it exploding.
Yes, I can
Absolutely.
too, you know.
That's what I focus on to the guests and the team. I just focus mainly on the mall.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that's to me, that's the compliant way of doing it also because you want to make sure because you don't want to make it just about recruiting people.
Exactly.
And it's important for us to keep that in mind. And this, I just want to go over this here as well. This talks about your matching bonus from each one of your directs income. And that's paid monthly. It's 50%, 20%, 10%, 10%, and 10%. So it just shows you how many people will be in the top 5 levels of earning for you in the matching bonus.
yeah, that's another
Yes,
stream.
yes, that's why this is crazy because it's 3 income streams in one. So
Mm-hmm.
all right. So I appreciate everybody being here. I don't want to leave if there's more questions. If you have to go, you can definitely go. I understand that. But if you're here and you have a question, I promise you, you're not bothering me. Just ask the question, and I'll be here until there are no questions. If you have any more questions,
I do
Quick,
have one. I have one question,
yes,
um, and it's about the store.
yes, sir.
I know in some of the trainings or uh, Zooms or whatever they mentioned that if you have a product that I think it's going to be a situation where you can sell your product in the store.
Yes, sir.
How does that work? Is that a link or is that what does that? How does that work?
It will probably be. I've worked with Shopify. I don't know if anyone else has here as well. But
I can understand it much better. Starting to really understand it.
Let's do it slow and everything.
Can you mute?
Hey,
Call me stupid, but she don't understand it.
Can you mute yourself real quick? Lenny.
I'm trying to understand.
He said Lenny.
Y'all mute yourself because we can hear you.
Yo, I'm sorry, I had to step away. What's going on?
Oh, okay. Ms. Arlene was speaking. Just mute yourself so we all hear the conversation. All right.
Ray heard me.
Ray,
everybody heard you.
So Ray, what you asked was about the store. So there will be a process where if you have a product that you want to sell, first of all, you're going to have to agree on to the price that you want it to be sold to the company or in the system. Then you have to agree on whatever the price is. Then there will be a way for you to send in pictures, most likely for you to, so they can upload your product into the store. And then of course, all of the fulfillment will be done possibly by you at that point. Once someone purchases that product or service or whatever it is, and then of course you would have to ship it if it's something that needs to be shipped, and then you will get your profit, and then the profit that's supposed to go from the into the compensation plan will go into the compensation plan.
Okay, so I'm currently acquiring a uniform store, so there's multiple products, and we will be using Shopify too, by the way.
Yes.
So I was just trying to see how I could twist that into this, but if it's just a product, then it ain't gonna work for me.
Right. I tell you, it just all depends what it is that you have, and I'll say this: just think of it this way. If you offer a product or service, I had a gentleman who I was speaking to about the online store. He was like, how are you gonna, why wouldn't I just go to Amazon? I say, I understand that. I say, keep in mind, sir, we're not per se competing on how many products they have. The products that we do have, we want to compete to make sure that they're comparable in price. And why would you want to buy something from Amazon if you're a part of this program and you're going to be paid for it? Amazon is not going to pay you anything. So you will want to, the reason why I'm saying that, Ray, is the opportunity to have more eyes on the product or service that you have is going to be even better, because wherever you're selling your product now, just to have another 10,000, 20,000, a million, 2 million, 5 million people to have their eyes on your product can change your life drastically if it ends up being something that's people see value in and want to purchase. If that answers your question.
No, you're absolutely right. I guess my only concern is we'll have an online store because there's uniforms, there's multiple products, and you're right. And my thought was, that's why I asked, was it a link? Because they hit the link, now they're in my store.
Right.
But because we're not just selling one product.
Okay, right. You're exactly right. That's what they didn't mention the other day. Just think about it, having your link to be able to send out to people where they're buying the products and services. Yes, they mentioned that. I can't say that's 100% going to be done, but they have mentioned that as well.
It's got to play out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to keep my eye on that because you're right. It puts another 100,000 people looking at our store.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I tell my team and the guests. I said, focus. If you have a product, that's another stream of income you're tapping into.
That's it.
Why not? I have a few people on my team. I already spoke with Donnie. We'll be speaking more about their products and things like that, high-end products that they want to put in the store. I said, imagine what people are paying out there to get eyes on their products.
That's
You
it.
guys have it just being a member. How crazy is that? You have people not just here, but all over the world. Potentially millions of people will be seeing your product. And it's not a matter of if they can afford it because the majority will be paying for it out of profit.
Yeah.
It's just a no-brainer.
Yes, it is.
I tell them, don't leave any crumbs on the table. If you don't have a product, find one of high quality, if you have that kind of mindset. So,
and
yeah.
and all I can say is this opportunity is a great opportunity if we showcase it and we help bring it to the world. And I tell everybody like this: um, we've all been involved in different things that didn't always pan out, but that's why I say it's important for us to make sure they understand this is a online shopping mall. You don't have any shipping. All the profits come out of if you have two or more people, the profits come out of your commissions. What else? You have three income streams. If you have personal products, you can offer those products to be sold in the store eventually. Um, and you just have a community of people who see the value in helping each other. And I mean, this it's just a no-brainer, just like Gina just said, or whoever just said that. It's a no-brainer. So, does anyone else have any questions? Other questions?
I do, Anthony.
Yes, sir.
It's Don here. Is your webinar a regular thing, or is this something you just popped up with? Will you be doing this every night, every Friday night, or?
Yes, I'll be doing it every Friday. We have what is it? A new member enrollment or Zoom on Tuesdays, and then we'll do this on Fridays, every Friday for any team or anyone who wants to come on. So
Okay, all right, because I just got it from my sponsor tonight, and I didn't know that you were doing it, so I should get one again next week, hopefully.
Yes. You'll be able to use this same link here. Um, it'll be every Friday at 8 o'clock, unless something comes up, and we'll try to see if someone else can come in and help. But for the most part, I'll be here. But I appreciate having you all here. I'm glad it turned out well, and we were able to answer questions. And I hope everybody's felt comfortable and learned more than what they came in with. So.
And I like to say,
Anthony,
that, I emailed everything out to my team, even the Telegram link. But as you and I talked about, okay, I'm trying to get it to my team that there's strength in numbers.
Yes.
If we can come to the Zooms as well as everybody else, all your teams, and when we invite new people to this, they see our engagement, our excitement. I mean, it'll be easier for them to sign up.
That makes a big difference.
Anthony,
Yes,
when
sir.
will you're gonna? I know you're recording this. When and where will it be posted?
I'll post it. I'm gonna post it. Mr. Chen allows me to post it in his group. I'll send it to Gina. I'll send it to Lenny. I'll post it in my group as well. And then I'll try to post it 3 or 4 different places. But if you don't see it anywhere, you can reach out to me on Skype. It's Anthony Tank Bryant, or on Telegram, which I love Telegram. So you can reach out to me on Telegram anywhere, and I'll make sure you get a copy. It'll probably, after this Zoom here is ended, it'll probably take me probably about 30 minutes or sooner, and I'll have it up so everybody can see it.
Okay, you said you're gonna post it on Mark Chin's.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You did a
And,
great
and
job.
Anthony, one more question.
Go ahead.
What is crypto wallet?
Crypto wallet allows you to be able to pay for your membership, or expenses with crypto. I'll say this, I recommend that if you're gonna use crypto, I'm someone that's heavy in crypto, but I've lost a lot of money. There's a lot of scams out there. So you want to do some research and just learn the correct ways to use crypto and make sure that you protect yourself and you keep your wallet information private. So yes, but that's another way for you to withdraw your money and pay for your expense.
Because that was part of this platform, and when I paid,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just clicking buttons, and now I got that as part of my dashboard. But I'm not into. I don't understand crypto, so I just want to know. I don't have to use that, right?
You don't have to use it, but that's just another way. It's like the best way I can explain it is internet money or online or digital money, and it's
Right.
just another form of payment.
Okay, so I'll leave that button alone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you can make it
Any other
liquid too.
questions?
No, I was just saying they can make it liquid as well. So you can put it
Yes,
in your local currency.
yes.
And also there are some options, a company I'm looking into where you can convert it into, they have like their own bank account and you can convert it onto a debit card and utilize your crypto. It'll swap it and you
I
can
I,
utilize
I
it
already have a
for services.
company.
Oh, good.
I just get, I just don't want to get in no trouble of people trying to say that I'm trying to recruit anyone. So that's
Right.
why I'm just hesitant about saying anything about it.
Oh,
But yes, it's, especially we're going to have a debit card
yeah,
also.
hard too.
Um,
Yeah, I'm trying to be patient with that.
yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I just don't try to mention it. But yes, me personally, I'm gonna use something else. I'll use the money to send to my international bank account that doesn't have a limit
Exactly.
on my card. And
Mhm.
if I put $1 million on there, I can use $1 million. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yes, it does crypto, fiat, and anything else. But again, I appreciate having you all here. But if you have any questions, you're not bothering me. I enjoy it, and I just love helping people. The worst thing that I can hear someone say is get smart with someone for asking a question or say go talk to your upline. If you don't want to answer the questions, then I just prefer you not even say anything instead of be rude to someone about a question that they honestly have. What if they don't get along with their upline? What if there's a problem with the upline? We don't think about that all the time. So I'm someone that's been in sales pretty much all my life. So I just know the importance of making sure everyone has their tool that they need to succeed.
Well, Anthony, I'm glad you said that because I need to know how to get that $1 million credit card you got.
Anthony, don't let him fool you. He's loaded.
What you say? Yes, I understand. So, again, y'all have my name. If y'all have any questions, y'all can reach out to me anytime. And I hope to see y'all here possibly Tuesday or Friday
Thank you,
of
sir.
next week. It was good talking to everyone. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
You too, man.
All right. Let me stop the recording first.
I appreciate you, man.
Oh, you